morning and the camera was off. And I turned it back on and it worked. Oh damn! I think I wanted to have a hat on.
You're gonna get a reputation for being late.
Oh,
everyone's gonna expect you to push the show soon.
I won't push the podcasts. That was not that I'm justifying it. That was just it was chaos in the house. You know what? Actually, here's what I think the real reason was. I think the real reason was. I think I would get home and I would be so tired, at the house.
Yeah.
That I would just fucking throw myself on the couch. And like we were using a couple of the same cameras and a couple of the same lenses for the podcast in the house over the weekend that we were using to shoot on the floor and tripods. So every time we got home, we had to reset up the podcast. And I was just like, fuck. If it wasn't for Sousa, I think some of those podcasts wouldn't have happened.
I'm pretty sure that goes for a lot of things, right?
Yeah, probably. Because he actually like pushed through. Like we were all exhausted and then he'd set up the cameras. Fuck, I am not myself right now.
Who are you?
I don't know. I'm a tired version of myself.
Oh, drink more coffee, dude.
More. I think I over caffeinated on the ride home yesterday.
What makes you think that?
Because when I got home, I was just like fried.
You
ever get that? Like my brain was just fried.
I just fall asleep then.
Could have been 9 hours in the car.
I kind of get pissed off at people, and then I just go to sleep. When I start, I get what is that called? There's a word for that.
I don't know. Was I angry last night? I don't know if I was angry. Did I seem angry?
You were freaking out at someone in the comments towards the back end of the show.
Oh, Tyler Watkins, me either, dude. I drove to the grocery store twice this morning because I was forgetting things. Oh,
cranky. Yeah, cranky.
These are. I want to read some of the comments to you that are just. This is just comments from a bunch of different shows.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a comment from last. This is a comment from last night's show. Colton is going to be a menace on Kill Taylor going forward.
Hey, do you want me to say something about that?
I don't know if I want you to, but I'm open to it.
He was a menace the one time.
The East. This is from the last show we did in Carson. The East is stacked for men and women. It's going to be a bloodbath.
So is the West.
4836. This is from last night's show. I also hate when people shorten competition to comp. I don't know why. It just irritates me for some reason. I don't understand that. And they have a time code.
I was fucking with you yesterday.
Oh, what were you saying?
You kept on saying, should we have a comp? And I go, a comp of what? And then you're like, and I go, what are we comparing? That was not.
Oh, that went over my head.
It was, yeah, okay. You were messed up yesterday.
I thought the Service Cup was a Mayhem event and the top two in each division go compete in person.
The Mayhem team does do some service games.
Okay, this is from last night. Okay, Sevon. So you really need to stop interrupting and turn your mic down.
Interrupting Dave?
No, I guess you.
No, I didn't think you were interrupting me.
Oh, yeah, maybe it was Dave. And turn your mic down a bit as you always overpower your guests. Fine, I'll turn my mic down.
Maybe my mic's too far away.
More of the voice changer. That shit is funny. David Weed, Europe is 10 million kilometers and the U.S. is 10.2 and the U.S. is 9.9. So Europe is larger. Europe also has approximately twice the population of the U.S. That's also not true, by the way.
No?
No.
Which part?
Let me see. How many kilometers is the USA landmass? Currently, the CIA Facebook gives 9.8 million kilometers for the I bet you that doesn't include. Alaska.
Europe has 742 million, and North America has 608 million.
Yeah, that's probably true about the population. How many kilometers is the Alaska land mass? Oh, maybe he is right. Alaska is 1.7, and I'll put continental United States.
Do you know we almost got 8 billion people on the planet? No, we
Yeah,
probably do.
I think I did know that.
8.1.
Oh, he is right. That does include Alaska. It's about 10. Yeah. All right. Fuck it. David's right.
You just like to disagree with David. It's okay.
All right. Fair enough.
Dude, 8 billion people.
I get the same Google results as you, David. You know it's out of control when Sevon is bringing the conversation back to CrossFit semis. Sevon, you're wild. Oh, this is the one that I thought was interesting. This is the whole reason why I'm reading these. Sevon, you're wild. 12,000 person capacity in Lyon, France. So that means they had 12,000 people there for semis, and the place was packed. The West Coast Classic attendance was a joke. Your biases are blinding you. I think what we were talking about is either Andrew or someone said that the attendance was embarrassing, and I just don't see what's embarrassing about it. Embarrassing? Well, embarrassing for who? For HQ?
I believe I didn't say anything because it was embarrassing.
But embarrassing for who? I guess I just don't understand the word.
I did have a thought about when the pandemic was rolling around and all the athletes were saying, I can't wait for competition to be live again, in-person competition, hoopla. And I remember why that was so cool, because there's huge crowds, right?
Yeah.
And there was an instance where it was probably one of those events early on, like an 8 a.m. individual event. And imagine being one of those athletes, like, I can't wait for in-person competition. And then you look out and you've been telling all your family and friends you're going to the CrossFit semifinals, and there's this sparse crowd of 150 people.
So embarrassing for the athletes.
Embarrassing for the athletes. It's embarrassing for the event. It's embarrassing for CrossFit.
Like you tell your family, like you're a professional athlete, and then they show up and it looks like
you spent your entire year training for this.
Average attendance at WNBA game.
Well, yeah, no, I mean that's embarrassing too.
That might be embarrassing. 6,000 average attendance at a WNBA game.
Well, hey, dude, and they have games every single day. Basketball. I mean, someone's gonna mess me up on that and be like, "No, it's every."
No, I know. No, I hear what you're saying.
60 games a year.
Will Branstad,
one semifinal. It's one freaking semifinal.
Will Branstad, the venue in Lyon had a massive curtain that blocked off part of the venue. It was not full to the venue capacity.
Well, Carson should have had one of those. Big old curtain.
Just a giant curtain.
Yeah.
There were 7,700 in Lyon, so 4 times as many. Three times as many as
Hey, I'd never been there either, and I wonder how many people went there specifically because it was where they used to have the games, and it was an opportunity to do so.
Say that again. I'm not following that.
I kind of lose my head at points, and I remember we were leaving the venue, and I go, Alexis, that place would be sweet to have the CrossFit games at. Completely forgetting that it had been there at one point because I'd never been there.
Oh.
I'd only been in Madison. I was there every year that it was at Madison.
Oh.
But I'm like, this would be a great venue to have the games at. And then like 1 second later, I'm like, oh yeah, they had.
Do you think if the games were in LA, that place would sell out, Carson?
Are you asking Caleb?
No, you.
Hey, Caleb.
I'm not even saying hi to Caleb.
Like, what are you talking about this year? If they have them there this year, would they sell out?
Yeah. We
talked about that yesterday, and I think yes, because everyone would come over from Europe again, and it's a good travel spot.
It's embarrassing for organizers who said no to a community event because they wanted the focus to be on the elites.
Did they do that?
I don't know.
Because I hear the one over in the syndicate isn't doing so hot either. The community one.
Oceana, 5,500. Well, I'm telling you, if you're sitting on the fence to go to Syndicate or not, you should go. You're gonna have fun. If it's anything like the one in California, on a 1 to 10, and I know you don't give 10s, what would you rate your personal enjoyment at?
Well,
in Compton, at Carson, wherever the fuck
Compton.
Yeah.
I think that's where your house was. It was in Compton.
What does this mean? Ha ha ha, fatty Sevy.
That was the picture you brought up. Was Fat Sevy.
A picture? I didn't bring a picture up.
Comment.
Oh.
Personal enjoyment? Am I like rating this on a level of all the other ones I've ever been to?
Sure, I don't know.
I mean, it's pretty high. It's no less than an 8.
Yeah, do you have any regrets that you went?
No.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's better than going to the movies.
No.
Oh, damn. I knew I shouldn't have pushed so hard. I knew, because that's Andrew's love.
Yeah. And
It was better than sex with Alexis.
and no way.
No way, dude.
No way, dude.
No way, dude.
I told Alexis that at one point, I'm like, no matter where I was, I could have a bullet wound in my fucking shoulder, and I would still want to have sex at that.
That's why I don't watch this show, because it's so inappropriate. John Young and I stay completely focused, and you take it right to sex, Sevon.
Fuck, we got to stop sending Travis a link.
More voice changer.
Yeah. This is fucking ridiculous. So what? So you and John are professional. I don't care.
Kevin, you got this completely backwards. He's the most underrated guy in CrossFit. Underrated. Just wait. Just wait till next year when he wins the games.
So Caleb, hi.
Hi.
The premise here is that Bill Leahy's completely underrated, and that's that Hiller has similar skills to Brian Friend, and he's able to spot the diamonds in the rough.
Okay.
And that Hiller spotted him because he's underrated and wanted to highlight him, like, hey, look at this is the guy that's coming up. And so he thinks that he's underrated, but this other guy thinks because Hiller blew him up, he's overrated.
Well, Sevon, listen. John Young and I know exactly who's overrated and underrated. We don't do this trash shit that you and Hiller and the guy from the Shadican do.
Okay, Travis, chill, dude.
Hey, I you know what I can't stand? I can't stand it.
Yeah, what?
When you'll ask somebody something and they'll say, well, they've never done it before, or we'll have to see. It'd be like, hey, Sevon, do you have $1 million? Well, not yet, but maybe next month I will.
I do have $1 million.
All right, hey, Sevon, are you a billionaire?
No.
Is Justin Medeiros going to the CrossFit Games? It's like,
yes.
Well, I had $1 billion 3 years ago, and I lost it. Let's see if I get it again. It's like I cannot stand when people just won't say something and like put their head out on. Well, he's never shown himself before. We never seen Bill Leahy go to the games before. It's like, you guys are pussies.
Caleb, so my question to you is,
every analyst does it. Every single one.
How about analysts?
You never done anal, so you don't even know.
Good point. Never been a billionaire. Caleb, is Bill Leahy over or underrated?
Tyler Watkins, John Young is one of the biggest culprits of it.
Still think he's underrated.
Yeah, underrated. I think he's underrated too.
He's not in the first couple of heats.
He's definitely underrated in my mind.
Yeah.
What's underrated mean? Underrated mean he's better than he's shown. He's better than he's given credit for.
Right.
Not rated.
Oh no, sorry. I think he's overrated. Sorry, never mind.
I think Street Horner was underrated. Another one of my buddies, so I'd probably have bias there.
Oh, that makes sense.
No, Bill Leahy's overrated. He's gotten not rated or valued high enough. No, he's overrated. You've given him so much love and attention that you would think that he was better than he was.
No, right. I still think that. I think he's given him attention, but we still like have some low expectations of him.
One of my biggest things.
Oh, okay, that's true too. Like I didn't expect him to make it to the games.
No, neither did I.
Oh, you didn't?
No,
you would have.
Sure.
You mean if I would have slept if I'd have slept in his bunk bed for a week, I would have.
Probably wouldn't have swayed your opinion much. You'd probably be pissed because the bed wasn't all that comfortable.
Like, fuck this guy for putting me in a bunk bed.
But it was nice. I mean, it was good.
Caleb did a 7-night. How many nights did you sleep at Bill Leahy's house?
Me?
Yeah.
Like 7. Total 10.
I was talking to Daniel Couts, and I'm like, why are you so happy? He's like, I'm just here to have fun and get experience and blah, blah, blah. You can see this in the behind the scenes. I'm like, okay. And he goes, yeah. I'm like, well, do you have a day job? And he goes, yeah, he's what's a arborist? He cuts trees.
Arborist.
Yeah. And I said, this is off subject a little, but I said, do you climb ladders? And he goes, well, and cut trees like with a chainsaw in one hand, climb a ladder. And he started laughing. He's like, well, when the boss is there, I'm not allowed to do that. But when it's just me and the Mexicans, they'll put me up on the ladder. I go, what? Why not when the boss is there? He's like, he thinks it's dangerous. But when it's just me and the Mexicans, I go up the ladder.
Ladders suck, dude.
Fuck yeah.
He's cool. I like Daniel Couts a lot.
Oh my God, I love him.
He's gonna be he's probably my next year Bill Leahy. Like of course Bill will be Bill, but he's gonna be that other guy who just comes out of nowhere. It's gonna be Couts.
And then he said some really fucking crazy shit to me.
Crazier than I only do it when the boss is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was incredible that he said this. I was blown away. He said, I said, well, why? I go, you're not all in yet? And he goes, no, not yet. And I go, what's up? And he goes, I think he said student loans or something. He said, I have some debt I want to pay off, and then I'm going to be all in. And then I said, why do you want to pay off all your debt first? And he said, just to be like free from it, right? So I can be focused. And that guy, Fitness Lonnie, what was his name?
I never remember this guy's
Dorian?
name.
Dorian. Yeah, Dorian. When he became a monastic monk, but when you go in there, one of the things they ask you have to qualify is you have to have no debt. You can't so that you're free from debt, the worldly shit, and then you can just you're free. And I just thought that was so wise of Daniel. He wants to get rid of all of his debt, and then he's going to be all in. He's going to give CrossFit. He's going to give CrossFit a shot. You know what I mean? He's going to go full Will Leahy, full. What's the guy who won 5 times? Matt Fraser.
Good.
Yeah. Is Matt Fraser having a documentary come out? What's that video that CrossFit put up of him? I never make it to the end. I always get interrupted. But there's a video they put up with him on Instagram, and I keep waiting for at the end. It says, what?
It was a cool video, and it almost seemed like...
Is it a preview for a movie?
It was way too long for Instagram, if you ask me.
Oh, that's cool, because I never made it to the end, and I tried like 3 or 4 times. I was starting to feel like a dipshit.
You know it's long when you're watching it. You're like, oh, this is good. And then you're watching it, and you go, what the? And you go to the little slider, and you're only halfway through on the bottom.
Reminded me of like a 4-minute, like a 4-minute hand job. It's like too long. Okay, let's see if we can get through this. Let's watch this. Here we go.
Oh boy.
Dude,
Matt Fraser should make a movie. Oh, so that's the joke. It is for a movie.
I don't know. I didn't watch it either.
I thought that they were making a movie on him.
The Buttery Bros have been working on the Matt documentary since 2021. Wow.
Yeah, that probably is that as well.
Okay, let's see some of this.
How much would it mean to come in first?
Everything. I've never had anything that I focused on 100%. That 100% of my efforts, from waking up to going to bed at night, was this. That's it. So it would mean everything.
Okay, thank you.
It should have stopped like right there.
Yep.
If it was a trailer after that drop, and then maybe 5 seconds later with some sort of a cut out, it would have been sweet. It would have way more traction.
Every once in a while, there's a question in the chat that like I get envious of. Like I'm like, shit, how did I never think of that?
Are you talking about the Jay Chapman one?
Yeah, what an amazing question. What an amazing question.
Well, there's a couple of things you'd have to think about, right?
Just
Like
your wife blowing you, your favorite position. Just
how long has
something.
it been since the last time you had jizzed?
Yeah.
Because like if I go a week, it doesn't take long.
If you really tried, how do you think you could jizz from a floppy start?
We were actually doing that the other day.
Wow. Oh my God. Hey, that would be the ultimate girlfriend if she was like trying to set PRs to see how fast she would get you to reach the love moment. Wow.
I mean, it's just called your girlfriend, no?
Yeah. But what if she had like a piece of paper and she was like every day trying to set a PR? Paper Street Coffee in the house. God, I drank so much coffee this week. It's good to be home, back to my grinder.
Wasn't that a Howard Stern bit at one point?
How fast you could ejaculate from a floppy start?
I swear there was something that at one point they brought people in and they tried to like do that on the show.
Sevon, you're wild. 12-person capacity in Lyon, France. The West Coast Classic attendance was a joke. Your biases are blinding you. I'm fair to my biases blinding me. I just don't see. I just needed it explained to me, like why it was embarrassing. I mean, I could see how it's fine. It hurts financially, but like I never was embarrassed for anyone. I wasn't embarrassed for the athletes. I wasn't like.
Was there any point in time where you were out of your element and kind of soaking it in? Because I think that might be what you're missing. If I'm right.
Explain to me what you mean by that.
You were so busy with what you were doing and focused on the athletes and looking for what was next that you didn't really look around and imagine yourself as other people. Like I think of yourself as maybe Dylan, or maybe think of yourself as Dave, or maybe think of yourself as CrossFit. I just said what it was like potentially as an athlete.
Right. No, you're right.
So like, it wasn't embarrassing for you, but how about someone else?
The only time you're right. Because the only time I ever thought about the capacity is I tried to get shots that made it look like, like if you use a long lens, you can compress the depth of field and you can make it look like people are sitting on top of people and it makes the crowd look insane. Mm-hmm. There were shots I was trying to get like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like those shots to try to make it look like it was packed. And I avoided like trying to shoot the empty seats, like just for B-roll. So other than that, you're right. I never did that. Like I was just like, yeah, you're right. And you know what else too is like I'm so into the people there, and there were so many people there. I'd say I'm 80% into the people, 20% into the sport. I'm not even really too much into the sport. I'm only into the sport as the thread that holds it all together. I much rather care what Alex Gazan is feeling and what Jake is feeling as she crosses the finish line than I am
Travis.
Anything else.
I'm really getting tired of seeing these comments, and I'm sorry that it's yours that I'm pulling up, but the comparison from US to other countries does not matter. It doesn't matter.
Let me read the question real quick. Vindicate, get your CEO shirts, but this is one of my favorite, by the way. God, there were so many CEO shirts there. So many no-rep shirts there. Holy shit.
Dude, it was cool seeing some people walk up with the old school ones, the original ones.
I wonder if anyone else had more shirts than us there.
I always think about the shirt they choose to put on in the morning, and I go, it's super cool you chose to put this on, and I bumped into you.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I'm going to start using that. It's super cool, because sometimes I get a little embarrassed when I see one for some reason. I get like shy. I contract.
I mean, every day you make a choice about what you're going to wear.
Right.
And they came all the way to that venue, and then they took all that time and got to that position where they're standing. Yeah. And I made a video 2 years ago on it. It's always cool.
How do you choose what shirt to wear?
It's like, I look at all of them and I decide what goes with the pants. I choose my underwear first.
Yeah, I choose my underwear first. I'm pretty random about the underwear. I just reach into the drawer.
Dude, look at these. It's like the fucking Scream guy.
Nice.
Oh yeah, wow.
Isn't that cool?
Are those compression? Like those hold your cock and balls up? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
So I just put those on, and then I choose a pair of pants with the weather, and then I put a shirt on that isn't the same color as the pants usually, and that's about it.
I'm way too embarrassed to show you my underwear. Mine are straight out of gay porn. They're almost a thong.
Turn around and show us. You have a hairy butt.
Yeah, like it looks like a fucking bear ran full speed into my asshole and died there.
I feel so bad for Haley.
I'm not gay. I don't wear a pink thong. I wear a black thong. Go back to that Vindicate comment. Sorry. What did you say for? You choose your shirt. Oh, I choose my shirt on fit. How my tits feel.
So no. Pull up this one now. So read this comment, then pull up Vindicate's.
Okay, let me. Who cares? Who cares?
You're triggering me.
Who cares? Vendors who pay hefty fees to be at events. You can't have events without money. If there are no crowds, you aren't going to get vendors. Yeah,
I'm not sure
two vendors.
A stream of thought, because his first one said the comparison between Europe and the United States, and then there's this one that says that it's embarrassing in relation to the vendors who have to pay hefty fees, and it doesn't matter. You can't compare them. It just sucks that it's small.
Well, he's doing what you're doing, right? You kind of point this out. I'm not embarrassed because like I don't care because I'm just focused on the people who are there. You're putting yourself in the position of the athletes. Like, hey, your family's here and the stands are empty, and he's putting himself in the vendor's position. And yes. Two vendors did reach out to me, and they're like, "Holy fuck, there was no one there."
Okay, he's right.
So he's kind of like you pointed out to me what I'm missing, and like he's pointing out to both of us what we're missing.
All right, so what I'm saying is stop comparing it to Europe because it just sucks that it's small in general. And then this is also true that if it weren't so small, maybe more vendors would be there.
Yeah,
the vendors sucked. They were so bad.
I liked them.
Shut up. You're wrong.
Okay, I'm open to that.
There weren't enough, or they didn't give enough free stuff, or what?
I actually very much dislike the free stuff, but it's like. You go to one.
Why don't you like the free stuff? You don't like free stuff? I thought that was the whole. Like at the Arnold, people just walk around with a huge bag and like fill it with free stuff.
Yeah, so you can throw it away later. I don't like junk.
You are good like that. I do appreciate that about you. Thanks. Oh, I met Jeez Louise there. That was really nice. Actually, there wasn't that many vendors. Essay, easy, buddy. 11 booths, and 5 of them belong to the military and border patrol. No.
Say whatever they want.
There's no way there were only. Dude. No, that's
I bet you I can name them: Air Force, Army, Navy, SEALs, and SWCC, Border Patrol, and then probably the Marine Corps with a pull-up bar. That's 5.
Sevan, that's not far off,
dude. There were at least just 15, just like people just like slinging salt and shit.
People in one booth?
No booths. There were at least 15 booths there, like slinging shit, like jump ropes or salt or primitive pants or something you put in your mouth that makes it hard for you to breathe. Or
so, dude, this is it. This is the issue. There was no Rogue. There was no Go Ruck.
Oh, I didn't see any Rogue.
There was no Go Ruck.
I saw no Go Ruck.
There was no Fit Aid. There was no Killcliff. There was no C4. There was no Jocko. There was no big old.
How come there wasn't any Jacko?
Because they don't want to spend money on something they knew wouldn't turn out. That's what.
But they're right there. They're right there. That's their hood. Compton.
Yeah, they are. They're San Diego.
Jake Guzan.
Hey.
I hope they have the games in Vegas. Travel would be cheap for everybody. It would be lots to do. And Alex can sleep in her own bed and take the cock. Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Part of that wasn't true. Maybe it's the Vegas part.
Maybe it's not cheap anyway.
Travel. It's not cheap travel.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
What kind of bed?
If
Tempur-Pedic.
This is from last night's show. If only Colton hadn't laid a smackdown on Taylor right before semis, I think that was an issue. Oh, do you think that was an issue in not qualifying?
Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not.
Maybe even helped him, right? Built some confidence.
I made the video before and I said the events weren't great for him. And the craziest thing about all of it is that one of the events he probably should have done the worst on, being the first, he had a great finish on, and he still didn't make it, which is insane.
He had 2 first-place finishes, didn't he?
And a 5th on the first event, which I figured would have been like a 15th for him at best. And he did real well on it, and then he still didn't make it, which shows you how tight the field is, which is another comment you brought up earlier, Simon, the East versus the West. The West is stout, and it gets less spots than the East.
Tetlow hit personal best twice. That was dope. I got that on film, and I got an interview with him afterwards. You're going to be so stoked. God, Tetlow's the shit.
Oh, yeah. He trains with Bill sometimes.
Yeah, he's the shit. He could be a superstar. He's so fucking cool.
I got some Tetlow stuff over here.
I met his wife, too.
She's cool. Sam?
Yeah, he scored.
Did you get a tattoo?
No. Oh, yeah, that's right. She brought her tattoo gun there. He scored. She's cool. I love cool chicks. JR's wife is crazy cool. Holy shit.
She's cool as
You ever
fuck.
see the movie Son-in-Law?
You met her, Caleb?
Yeah. I spent
Where
some
did you
time
meet
at
her?
JR's house. I went to JR's house to just to hang out for like a week.
I wonder if she's as chill as she was on this trip. She is so fucking chill.
She's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
My wife gets along with her, and my wife doesn't really get along with anybody.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, she's so easy.
Yeah.
And she's I know you don't believe in 10s, Hiller, but she's a 10.
Becca?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
10 and cool. Weird, right? You'd think a 10 would be a douche canoe.
You can't. That makes you automatically not a 10. Maybe
If I was a 6, I'd be an asshole. When I go over, if I ever go over 100,000 Instagram followers, I'm gonna be such a prick.
What? Sure to do that?
You're gonna be.
Interesting.
So you don't think it took anything off his performance? What do you think it helped at all? You think it helped to beat Taylor, get that extra 500? Made him soft, made him hard.
I got a feeling we're gonna have a really good insight into that coming this week. Now I sound like John Young.
Oh, because you're saying Taylor's going to do it Thursday and how it affects him on Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And he's been doing it every week. Like last week he did it, which would be the equivalent of Colton having done it the week before. Are they talking about him coming onto the show to commentate? Or are they talking about him performing the week previous?
Oh, that's right. That's right. He didn't. Oh, okay. You're right. Okay. I don't even know.
I would say neither affected him.
Yeah.
But
This guy had the weeks confused. Here's another comment. I agree. Lauren was annoying at times, but I think we're exaggerating here. Lauren definitely freaked out when Olivia beat the world record. Conway helped her out, though. The Oceania semi showed the run. Their commentary was great, too. Watching the American semi multiple times, I was shouting at the screen because they didn't show the race. We need a split screen on one side. Thank goodness Taylor's on the floor in Knoxville and not on the 7 podcast. The dude is toxic head case and one-man podcast wrecking machine.
who?
Taylor.
That sounds like a good title.
One man wrecking machine. One man podcast wrecking machine.
Dude, there was a Reddit thread, and it goes, "Is there anywhere else that I can follow the semifinals other than the Sevon podcast? They've kind of gone off the rails." And it was like a really polite way for Reddit to say, "Guys, what's going on here? I don't know what I'm watching."
Oh, I might do a show tonight. I have to get with John Young. The show will get back on track, but that was a good 4-day run with Taylor.
Hey, Lauren legitimately ruined the broadcast with her voice.
Really?
So now you have issues with her. So now you have issues with her voice. It's not just her commentary. Now it's the actual tone of her voice.
I'm way better than Lauren. I don't care what you guys say about my voice. I'm the shit.
All right, Travis. All right.
12 daily doses. Lauren's voice makes me cringe. It's awful announcing radio podcast voice. I think she's got a nervous tick where she kind of laughs. And when she laughs, it overpowers her co-host, which was Adrian Conway. Ah!
Yeah, I think it's like a nervous tick.
I haven't listened to it, so I can't speak on it. But I wonder what Alex Parker thinks about Lauren.
Probably
That's the
loves
one
you.
who tried to get Chase voted off the panel.
I really I have heard it's obvious that there's been a crazy push. It's so obvious if you go there. There's been a crazy push that there's DEI hiring in media. I mean, it's like so fucking obvious. By just you're just like I want to say that there's probably more women down there than men. It would be like if you went to a Brick Lane convention and it was all women. You'd be like, what happened here? So. And like I don't care, like whatever. What's cool about that is the best shit's always going to rise to the top, so it doesn't matter who does it. But Adrian Conway, and it is interesting right now in the booth. It's like they got the black guy and they got the girl, right? And I think it's totally fair in the current environment we're in, and we know that there's hiring quotas. And I've seen interviews of people who work at CrossFit who say they really like hiring quotas, and so we know that's being done. People are not being hired based on their merit. But here's the thing: whatever the fuck color Conway is, he's so fucking good that if you mixed him with the right person, like Khalipa, like Brian Friend, like Chase Ingram, like Sean Woodland, I mean, it would be absolutely fucking insane. I mean, Adrian is fucking good. He'll modulate to wherever his host is. Like and he'll pace. When him and Khalipa did the semis last year, he was amazing with Khalipa, and then he did it with someone else, and he changed for them. I mean, he's fucking the shit.
He was so good with Khalipa.
Get
like wildly excited, and he just like went with it. It was awesome.
I think that's where the future of broadcasting is. Khalipa's kind of style too. Him and Adrian could murder.
Definitely
like assassins.
It's more free flowing. It's more exciting. It's more personality in it. It is, some of the jackasses like to say in the world. It's less professional. It's more.
I want to see somebody freak out about somebody's great finish.
They act like they have money on the line. When Adrian and Khalipa are doing it, they act like they have money on the line, like they're gamblers. Like they commentate it like they're fucking gamblers.
Lauren acted like she was on Laughing Gas.
Oh, like she just came from the dentist. I do. Maybe I'm insecure because I do that too. When I go back and when I watch, I can't watch the behind the scenes because of like all my nervous laughing. So
I legitimately will go through my footage. Hey, I think we brought this up yesterday. Medeiros didn't say like one time on his post-press interview thing, post-event win interview.
Was that in the stadium?
Yeah.
No shit.
He had a solid minute of words without saying like one time. And I go, that's crazy cool. And what you just said, like your nervous laughter, when you're editing and you hear yourself go, when you're trying to think of a question, it makes you die internally when you do it in real time. So
yeah, like you feel your forehead heat up. You feel your forehead heat up.
You'll be talking to an athlete and you'll be thinking, and just don't make a sound, dude. Is all I'll think. Like just think. You don't need to make a sound.
Right.
Don't fill the empty space.
Yeah.
He changed.
I just hope Lauren will hear this and go, okay, stop laughing. Check.
Dex Hopkins. What a fucking amazing name. Is that that's his real name?
That's his real name.
Yeah, Dex.
Holy fuck, dude. If your name is Dex, it rains pussy on you, dude.
He's good looking too and strong.
Jesus Christ. He does?
And he's right about what Madero said there. Yeah.
He did say, love you guys 17 times crowd. I will say this. When I only interviewed, I only got in Justin's face once, and it was after an event. So I walked over to him. We were in the stadium. Oh, that's a fucking, he looks like a professional athlete. I bet you that dude was a professional athlete. What?
He's a games athlete.
Oh, he is?
So, yeah, and I bet he was a professional athlete at something else.
I've seen this dude like years ago on Death By, right? Wasn't he like one of the, what did you say that was funny?
Like he probably played football or basketball or something.
He probably was a real professional athlete at some point.
There's a very few number of professional athletes in the CrossFit space.
Does this guy have a podcast? Is this the Wex podcast? The Wexley podcast?
No,
but he was, I think he was on like,
you're right about the Death By
or something.
He used to be a regular on there.
D2 football. There you go.
That's not professional.
Oh, there he is.
More professional than being a CrossFit athlete.
When I put the camera on Medeiros down on the floor and I got close to him, like he's not a boy anymore.
Yeah, dude, he looks good.
He's a man. His jaw's all squared up. His hair's like he's not. It's not whatever Justin Medeiros won the games. That's not the dude. It's a new dude.
Yeah, no one's beaten him this year.
Yeah, it's a he's all his T count's high. Colon urines made it almost unwatchable. Colon urines, urine colons.
That's how Lauren was saying Colton's name. No
My
T.
7-year-old peed the bed when I was gone.
And
Oh no.
I'm just like so happy to hear that.
Why?
I didn't
Does
like
that-
that mattress anyway.
Well, no, we have a 6 layers of plastic underneath it from when they were little kids, but it's awesome. That means like me leaving had an impact on him. He hasn't peed the bed in fucking 5 years.
You could
That's
be
cool.
dead and they'd be fine.
Oh, I understand.
Thank you, Caleb.
Will urine kill the lice?
Colon urines made it unwatchable, but the most annoying part of poor commentary was lying about the row paces, consistently taking a second or two off the actual pace being shown on the screen. Why were they doing that? Is that true?
I don't know that, but that's it. That's just a weird thing. I don't know why they would do that. Maybe they're looking at a different screen. Maybe they're not looking at the same screen everyone else is looking at.
T-Bird, I agree with Sevon.
Dang.
Flip that.
That's it? That's all it's to the comment?
No, I'm just savoring that. I'm looking around.
I thought it was just a comment by itself.
Give the Khaleesi a chance to grow and get better. Were Chase and Bill and Sean great when they first started? I love Chase on the mic, but there are people that think he is a shit announcer too. Two O's. T-O-O.
And those people are Alex Parker. That's it.
I wonder if Alex Parker and Meredith Root would come back on the show. It was a great show when I had them on.
Can you have Chase on at the same time?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Can I pee real quick?
Yeah, please.
I'm gonna explode.
Glad to join live from Australia. Keep up the good work, guys. Amba. Okay. I think that's here, this is interesting. So when we were at the I should really save this for when what's his name? Andrew Hiller's back. When we were this weekend when we were in Carson, Taylor said, "Hey, do you know the movie Superbad really influenced me?" And I go, "It did?" He goes, "Yeah, it was really what's that called when you're easily influenced? What stage of life is that? Impressionable."
Impression. There you go.
I was really impressionable when the movie Superbad came out. I couldn't make it through 5 minutes of that movie.
Really?
Oh God, I thought it was so stupid.
So good. It's like a coming of age. It's good.
And I do like coming of age movies, but it was just too much swearing for me.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's what it is when you're like 17 years old. You just start
Hey.
learning what cussing is.
Yeah, Hiller. So when I was hanging out with Taylor this weekend, and he said that he was really impressionable when he saw this movie, and it had a huge influence on his life. And I hated that movie because there was way too much swearing in that movie. I couldn't even make it through 10 minutes of that movie. But
Your
Really?
mom watching with you?
pardon me?
Was your mom watching that with you? Is that why
No,
you're-
that's a great question. But listen to this comment. Taylor has the exact same voice as Jonah Hill. I can't believe it took me this long to realize it.
Oh shit!
Isn't that amazing? And he told me that movie had left a crazy impression on him.
That is kind of crazy. I can't believe you couldn't watch that movie. That's a
couldn't
great
wa-
movie.
Here's 3 movies that I couldn't watch that you probably like. I couldn't watch that movie. I didn't make it through Inglourious Bastards.
I didn't like that movie.
And,
What?
And Django. I couldn't do those 2
I
movies.
love Django, and Caleb, same
Why?
reaction from everybody. Inglourious Bastards sucks.
What's wrong with Inglourious Bastards?
It's too slow. It's too all over the place, and it's stupid.
That had Brad Pitt in it, right?
And I finished that one.
Oh my god! I'm very disappointed.
The Nazi killing movie or whatever.
We're killing Nazis.
Yeah, it's not good.
I loved
Sebby,
it.
you've got a real Taylor and Hiller in. Wow. I don't know how you got drug into that.
Who
I
said
agree.
that?
Taylor's great, but it's getting out of hand. He's taking over the show. Listen, guys, it was just a fucking weekend of us, a bunch of boys together hanging out. That's it. That's all it was.
I love when people get pulled in randomly.
No
It's not.
direction to the
It's not
show.
like I got my ball snipped and I'll never shoot live loads again. It's not like that. It's just. It was just
Imagine
like,
Caleb getting roped into something. He's like cruising through Facebook or something. He goes, "I really like the Stefan podcast, but that Caleb guy needs to freaking calm down." He would probably love it. Like, what the hell? What'd I do?
well, Caleb's a staple of the show. But Taylor's just like a listen, you have to think of the show as like Sesame Street. And Taylor is the Cookie Monster, Oscar the Grouch. He just pops in now and again.
Oscar the Grouch for sure. That guy's been to prison at least once.
Sevon, you need to control Taylor or kick him out of your live shows. Like, what do you mean? Like this one right
Kick
here?
him out?
Yeah. What am I gonna do? No, you can't be here.
Chill, dude.
Olivia, so many people offended by Taylor just don't watch it. Enough of your comments of being offended. Man up or get it the fuck out. Keep killing it, Sevon and crew. Nick, it's not offensive. They're expressing that they'd like to hear actual discussion and content. Yeah, I think that's more the issue. I'd like to see.
That's probably something. Yeah.
I wanted more discussion and content too, but I'm also like okay with like doing a handful of shows during the weekend where we're living in a house and one of the guys going through like that's probably. I mean, he used to be a drug addict. That's probably just like how he used to behave on drugs, and that character just appears once in a while.
It's like Big Brother. That's what those weekend shows are. Everybody's in a house together.
Great. Yeah.
Eye on the wall. Fly on the wall.
I thoroughly enjoyed the show. Just so for whatever it's worth to anyone else, I thoroughly enjoyed the shows. It was fun being on them.
And they're murdering numbers wise. So people.
Yeah, that's a slight problem.
That they're murdering. Yeah, for everyone who doesn't like it, you got an issue because they're doing crazy good.
Yeah, that is a slight problem. They're doing so good. Anyone in here complaining about Taylor or the show, don't watch. Go to Brian Friend or the Lone Ranger podcast. It's a bunch of dudes shooting the shit. It's amazing and wouldn't be the same without Taylor. It's funny that most of the complaining is coming from men with a combined T level of 200.
Jody Lynn
Holy
nailed it.
Shit.
Jody Lynn. Hi. Hey, girl. Hey. Oh, sorry, Taylor. Sorry, Tyler. Caleb.
The other bald guy.
I'm a mess. Jody Lynn. Here we go.
Sevon, it's ridiculous that people pay money to watch your show. No one ever sends $99.99 to me and John Young, the great John Young. He's my mentor. He's a god. And I'm the greatest upcoming play-by-play commentator in space. Thank you.
Shut up, Travis.
Andrew, I don't want to fight with you.
Well, I wouldn't hit a 12-year-old.
That was good. I like that. You wouldn't hit a 12-year-old. Listen, if you listen carefully, I think I can hear him going back to eating his bowl of cereal. Jody Lynn, Jody, don't ever send money to those guys. Just here. Your weekend shows were a true testament to you that you don't need alcohol to have fun. Jesus Christ. Hate that part.
Which part?
Like that was the most fun I've ever had not drinking, like with guys.
I made it a point throughout a lot of my life to have more fun than the people I thought needed to drink to have fun.
I think Taylor kind of has that too.
To have more fun than he did when he was doing other stuff.
Yeah, like fuck you. I'll still do crazy shit.
I remember going through high school and college, and everyone's like, "We're gonna go party. It's gonna be a great time." I'm like, "Well, I'm gonna have a better time than you without it." And I'd go blow something up in a field, or I'd go to the grocery store and start like just fucking with people at the grocery store who are just trying to mind their own business.
Your weekend shows were a true testament to you don't need alcohol to have fun. I enjoyed every second of you guys being boys. I also probably ate the best consecutive days than I've eaten in a really long time.
It's a JR effect.
Tell that to that giant block of cheese. It was like 3 pounds. of cheese.
That if you want to have fun with a bunch of boys, have Bryson over, and he'll take his shirt off and just be in boxers, and he'll stand at the stove and he'll just cook ribeye after ribeye after ribeye. You can get them cheap; they're like $20 a ribeye, and I don't know. We brought 50 of them.
I think it was like $12 a pound. I go, where the hell did you get this ribeye from?
Yeah, and
Local gas station.
and he
It
cooks
was good. It was
so
good.
it was so good.
Fuck.
And I'm gonna start a text thread with Bryson and my wife so she can figure out how he seasoned it. But him and Tyler and JR cooked so many fucking ribeyes, and then then someone cut the meat. I don't know who did that, and it was just on a plate on this island, and the dudes would just stand around it and eat it out of one plate.
Yeah,
And it was like hyenas at a kill. It was crazy. What?
I went and I bought steak last night to keep it going.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing fun. That was so much fun. God, that was crazy. No, I don't think it was seasoned. I don't think he seasoned it with sugar, and when we got it, it wasn't seasoned. That's for sure.
Well, he absolutely seasoned it, but it wasn't with sugar. But it was great.
Someone says we're not canceling Taylor. We're just giving constructive feedback.
Constructive feedback. Get rid of him.
It's at 19,000 views, guys.
I'm chiming in here. Please keep Taylor on a leash. We all come here for the crew, but for CrossFit for the laughs. But it's 80% Taylor being insufferable child. I'm a loyal fan, but I can only put up with it to what extent? Just a weekend. You just had to put up with it for a weekend. But if it makes you guys feel any better, like it was really fun hanging out with him. I mean, I had a fucking blast. Lynn Jarek. A slight correction. Halpin never said anything about Colton. The convo Taylor is talking about was happening during the women's leaderboard announcement and was basically saying Danny made it despite everyone's predictions. Hiller was also there commenting in the live at the time.
I was.
He didn't deserve the smoke for something he didn't even do. Taylor was wrong like usual.
Like usual.
I mean, it's pretty. Here's the thing. I can't give Taylor and John a wrong for that because their bias against her is so obvious. It's like do you know what I mean? Like when they talk about Danny, I just block it out as having any value, analytical value. I mean, I still enjoyed the conversation, listen to it, but I'm like John and Taylor are so biased about her.
I really wanted to hear John talk more about her after she had made it. I don't think we really gave him air to let that one breathe for a minute.
Tonight.
So John, she made it.
Okay, tonight.
What are your thoughts?
I'll start the show with that tonight.
That'll be good. That's a good hook.
You guys cannot stop talking about Danny. Danny. You guys love Danny.
Damn right.
Big fan.
Someone said, what was it like seeing her?
What a question.
And I equate it to like, it's like, have you ever been to the Sequoia National Forest or the Grand Canyon or like Niagara Falls?
No.
Yeah.
You never been to any of those three places? When you go to those places, you kind of like, you're not sure what you're even looking at for a second. It's kind of like, it's pretty,
spectacular.
Yeah, it's crazy spectacular.
I agree with Graciano.
She's spectacular. It's a you think it's underwhelming seeing her? I didn't think so.
No.
Oh.
She's more overwhelming than any of the things you mentioned.
Oh. I don't know. Grand Canyon is nuts, dude.
Big old hole in the ground, dude.
Crazy.
I know, but it's so fucking big and the colors are so crazy that when you go to the edge, you kind of like, you feel like you're in a dreamscape or something. You can't even fucking, at least for me, I couldn't even get my head around it.
I used to look at bugs for a living. Of course you think that's cool.
Yeah, that's fair.
Big old
it's
hole
like
in the
it's
ground.
like a unicorn. Close. But not quite. If I saw a unicorn, that'd be crazy. But it was pretty cool seeing her. A lot of people are like that there, by the way. There's a handful of them. But Danny is truly like
Katie, Danny will never ever be better at running. That's just not part of who she is, and it's never going to happen. It's okay.
What are you responding to? Tell me.
Katie in the comment section asked if Danny Spiegel would be better at running before the games, and it's like, no, she won't be.
Katie who?
I don't know her comments up here.
Oh, I think I saw Katie Gannon there.
Yeah, she was
running media, I think.
Yeah.
For CrossFit?
No, for West Coast Classic.
Oh. She's in charge of media there? I thought Sasha was in charge of media, or Kenzie.
I think she was running their socials at least.
Dex Hopkins, her lower half looks photoshopped when she's lean. Like, who these legs belong to, with all due respect.
Yeah, that's fair. I got that. I get that.
Yeah.
And when she walks on her hands, it's crazy. There's like all these like crazy undulations. It's like, you ever like there's some places along the coast here where there'll be like a little, like a, I don't know, little opening in the like a, there'll be like a land feature where the ocean meets the coast and waves are hitting from different angles and bouncing off in weird ways. And it looks like a stew.
Like a peninsula.
No, but thank you for, I liked it that you used some, a word that represents a
Land
water and land geographical feature. That was cool. Yeah. It's just some crazy undulations. There's just like movements in her hips and her butt and her thighs. And it's like
a sinkhole.
I really, no. Another great term for a feature.
All right, I'll stop trying now.
But
a cove.
A cove, yeah, like a cove. Thank you, Buster.
Come on, a cove.
Yeah, it's like a cove.
So Danny Spiegel upside down is like a cove. What is a cove? Oh yeah, it's a cove.
I don't know, but it was so cool to watch, and I wanted to give her space, so I tried not to like point the camera at her and shit. Like I didn't want to like in any way like get in her head. Yeah, like a small cove with like waves coming into it. But I hope some of the boys got good slow-mos of her upside down. It's crazy. It's
like
crazy.
Tudor Magda.
No, that was fucking on a whole nother level. Tudor's a god.
Because of the size of his hog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, he should be a statue.
I don't get it.
Just like, you know how back in the day, like there would be naked men statues and their penises would be like this?
Yeah, I see it.
They should just make one of Tudor. And I really like how the hog curved around into his pocket because he was upside down. That was crazy. Sevon, I heard $16,000 of camera gear was stolen from media. Did any of yours get stolen? I find that so hard to believe.
But it happened.
It happened.
Whose gear was it?
It was the fittest photographer.
I talked to him. He got his 300 millimeter 2.8 stolen, like a $10,000 lens. And then someone else got something stolen, I think.
Show me this guy. Show me this guy's face. Show me this guy's face. We should raise money and get him a new lens.
He asked, they're putting together a GoFundMe, and I told him I'd share it, and he asked if you'd be interested.
Oh, I know who this guy is. No shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this guy's so fucking. What's this dude's name?
Dylan Shoemaker.
Fucking A, dude. That guy's so fucking cool. Why would that happen to him?
See, this is what happens when you get your media approved. CrossFit just like fucks you.
Well, don't they normally have somebody on either entry? Did they not have somebody watching people coming in and out of that?
Yeah, that's Chris Madigan, but his head's buried in his computer the whole time.
Oh, right.
I'm not saying it's Chris.
Wait, see that guy's face? The baseball guy? Is that a mole on that guy's face? Go back on the left side.
No, it's eye black.
Yeah, that's a mole.
Fuck, Dylan, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'll throw 100 at that. $100 at that. That fucking sucks.
I just asked him if he has it up yet to GoFundMe.
Let me read it. I want to read it again. On Friday, a guy came in as a spectator, spied on the media area, waited for us to go shoot, and walked in to steal things. He stole my lens and other photographers. Oh, camera body. Oh my God.
Hey, dude, you didn't hear about this?
I did, but I in my brain I registered as like someone picked up the wrong lens and it'll be back. Like I didn't believe it.
God, you're weird.
I just why? Tell me why. That's weird.
Because you also weren't embarrassed for the event in
Oh.
any way, shape, or form, and you're over here thinking someone misplaced their camera lens.
Hey, and I'm in denial that
Dude, there's
and I'm in
security
denial that Danielle
Sure.
Brandon doesn't like me. I think Danielle Brandon just
Patrick
loves
Clark,
me.
you've seen the security footage? Do you have that? Patrick Clark, can you send me that? I want to post it. I want to wreck this guy. I did this last year. I think it was at the games. Someone sent me a video of someone stealing some bumper plates from a CrossFit gym. And I posted them, and within 30 minutes, we found the guy. And he paid them. He sent them money. He was a drop-in. Someone dropped in. Hey, Sevon, you're off the stream.
I know what I'm doing.
No, you don't.
Don't tell me what to do. Hey, yeah. Wait. So Patrick Clark does have it?
I don't know, but he's seen it. I've heard it's around. I want to wreck this guy. I'd hit him real hard, like right in the face.
It's a white guy crime.
How do you know?
I just know.
So it's like first degree theft.
This
was a thought.
There's different crimes. There's different crimes for different skin color.
I'm gonna ask Patrick if he's got it.
Is he white? Listen. Okay, listen. I'm gonna tell you.
Dylan.
I don't. Dylan and Madigan saw it and showed the police. Dylan just described to me Jesus Christ. How the fuck did you not give that to Andrew right away? Are you texting Dylan? Yeah. Damn. If I told you like rims were stolen off of a car, what ethnicity would you say the person is?
Mexican.
Yeah, brown. That's brown crime.
What else you got? I like this game.
Someone with their pants around their ankles screaming in front of a 7-Eleven. Black, white, or Mexican?
On drugs.
But black, white, or Mexican?
You see that being a white guy.
Well, I could see it being someone like Taylor, white.
Yeah, it's white guy. Guy crime. Yeah. There's just different. There's there's just different crimes.
Like Taylor minus about 50 pounds of all of his muscle mass, but still got that like real skinny look where you can see his ribs.
Domestic violence at a Super Bowl party.
White guy.
White guy. Yeah. Like an uncle, like a big old fat dude with a belly.
Carjacking.
Black guy. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Visiting the Grand Canyon, pushed his wife into the Grand Canyon to kill her to collect insurance money.
White guy.
Yeah, 40-year-old.
You guys are good at this game. You
With
guys
a bald spot.
Yeah.
With an RV that's past due 6 months payment.
Your dog's missing, and you look over the fence, and your neighbors are cooking it.
Asian.
And they got your dog on the spit.
Oh, their house would not be up for long.
Oh shit!
Burn it down, baby.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, somebody said that the call-in line isn't working if you want to reconnect it.
Oh shit! I don't even know where my phone is.
Oh.
I haven't unpacked. I haven't done anything.
Okay, I'll take it down then.
Dylan Shoemaker said
sorry.
that he would give me the link as soon as he's got it ready.
Nice.
I had another good. Goat stolen from a local farm.
Afghan.
Indian.
Oh. I was gonna say frat boys, white boys.
Oh no!
But that's it. But I like where you guys took it.
Oh, I was thinking goat fuckers.
Yeah, that's fair.
Stolen the idol.
I mean, there's nuances to them all.
Sure.
There's
Let's Be Cops 2, starring Hiller and Beaver.
Yeah.
I could totally do it, dude. I'd be a great cop.
Oh, Brandon S., you're right. I should have gotten that from Blue Mountain State. They stole the mountain goat.
That's right. I started watching that with my wife last night.
Who's a bigger head case, Danielle Brandon or Taylor Self?
Shit, dude.
Taylor Self.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
He's gonna love that, huh? I can hear him now. Fuck you guys.
I will not. If he wears the Trump hat, to the event, and they put a picture of him on CrossFit social media, on Instagram, like his own like thing, I will go 365 days without saying one negative thing about CrossFit.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. Andrew can't do that.
I sure could.
He'd be out of
But-
business.
But I also know there's no way they do that.
If you know what I mean? Like if they got a picture of him at the finish line pumping,
Uh-huh.
or like, I hope he does something there that's just fucking tremendous. And
Jeez,
and-
dude.
and they have, you know what I mean, like the double snatch, like a touch and go snatch at the end or something, so
Dude.
that they have to show it.
Check this out.
Wowzers.
Wow. I'd like to see her not go too much further down that way.
The cowboy route?
No, not the cowboy, but that's a great picture.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's a really great picture.
I was going to look at that website that Taylor got his Trump hat from. And
Look
then
at-
that was the first thing that popped up on my Instagram.
Do you go back to that picture? Do you know what makes that picture?
Or don't.
Look at it.
Duzan.
Look at that picture.
Her name doesn't pop up on my thing if I type in Gazan.
Shadow band.
Oh no, it's because it's Alex.
Oh, you're Alex Bosso.
Do you know what makes that picture? There's one fucking thing that makes that picture.
Probably the is it the shirt? Like over the shoulder? What is it?
It's that shadow that delineates her butt cheek from whatever. What is that muscle that's like?
This?
What's
Like
that
a-
muscle? Yeah, what's that thing? Yeah, that shadow right there makes that entire picture. What's that muscle to the right of that shadow? What the fuck is that? I don't know if I have
like
that.
the start of her quad.
What is it?
It's like the start of her quad.
I
Uh-huh.
thought you were pulling a pubic hair out of your mouth, Caleb. Good
I
morning.
am.
Oh. What a great morning. Glute med. It's the glute med. Meta glute.
Glute med.
No, the glute's in the back. That's the
That's
one
not
on the left of the shadow.
Hey, dude, it's like saying what's the area between what is this shadow here? It's between the bicep and the tricep. It's just separating a couple of muscles.
So that's just separating her glute from her quad. That's her quad up there.
To the right. To the right, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's not some sort of hip muscle that I've never heard of.
No.
I don't think so.
Muscles go up and in between are just shadows between them. So it'd be like, hey, what's this shadow here? It's like, no, those are just where there are no abs.
But it's still a shadow.
Right. It's not like it's a muscle in
Yeah,
itself.
I think that's what makes that. Hey, let me ask you about this.
What muscle is that thing between your butt cheeks? What do you mean? It's a shadow, dude. Yeah, there's a shadow between my butt. That's just a crack, dude.
That's my taint.
That's just a crack.
I want to show you a couple posts. Can you pull up the post of Trista Smith
On the CrossFit Games website.
on CrossFit Games? Yeah. So I want to say this about those guys, the people out there. Even though none of them work even though none of those guys work as hard as me, or even half as hard as me, or even a third as hard as me, there are some really talented motherfuckers out there. And like
Don't tell me you like this, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
there's some really talented motherfuckers out there who film. I'm not going to tell you I like it, but go ahead. What you don't like this? What don't you like about it? Think it's just too much. Go ahead, play this and then let Hiller. The post is atrocious. That's where I was going to go.
Go ahead.
You don't like it because it's just like a shot just straight down the fucking pipe for too long.
No, that's not why.
Oh, go ahead and play this, Caleb.
Oh, I can't play that.
Maybe I should play it. The Shadikin has horrible internet.
Is it choppy?
I don't know. Can you make it smaller so we can see the whole post? Oh yeah, it's so choppy. Okay, what don't you like about this? I mean, it'd be greater if there was greater depth of field.
and you go to click on this, what do you get away from? What do you get out of it? Huh? Like,
Hey, it's not every day you get to
Reddit.
see one of the fittest women in the world walk on her hands upside down. It's cool. I think it would be cool if there was an ND filter on it and it was a shallower depth of field. It looks like it was shot with an iPhone. Let me take it to where I'm going to take it, and then you can pile in and go back if you want. Why would you write speed and style on there?
That's one of the worst parts about it. Yes.
That's TikTok.
It's like letting a 3-year. What did you say, Caleb?
So that's TikTok shit.
It's like letting a 3-year after you finish the Mona Lisa, letting a 3-year-old give him a crayon and be like, okay, add what you want.
Hmm.
I mean, Trista Smith is truly fucking spectacular. Why? And I think she took third in that event.
Something like that. Yeah.
Why do you have the word speed and style written on there?
They're morons.
Bumper sticker on a Lamborghini. Thank you. Yeah, it's like
Damn,
someone
yeah.
goes, maybe it's for the algorithm. Who gives? Dude, she's for the algorithm.
Hey,
Krista Smith needs no help with the algorithm. Go ahead.
So CrossFit Games TikTok,
Yeah.
they made this for TikTok and they repurposed it for Instagram.
Of
So
course.
if you see all those little things on the screen,
Yeah.
that's how you do TikTok. You put the little captions on there.
Exactly.
And whoever's creating content for CrossFit Games is making them for TikTok and repurposing them on Instagram. Now, if
guys,
anyone has any idea, you do not use the same thing that you use for a YouTube short versus a Instagram reel versus a TikTok post. They all have to be differently formatted, or they're or like, for example, this one on TikTok has 20,000 fucking views. That's terrible. That is god awful for anything on the internet, especially when you're the CrossFit Games. 20,000 views.
If you put that on yours, it would get 1 million views.
Should I rip it and post it and see how many it gets?
Yeah. Oh, look there, it has
Or for
548,000 views on.
But they made it for TikTok because they're morons.
Yeah, I just don't know
But
why.
it's pretty good on Instagram. That's besides the point. It could have 1 million.
I would love to know why they did that. What the thinking was that she needs that written on there. And here's the thing: for some of you, it's not even going to matter, and I get that, and I'm totally okay with that. But there's those of us who it's our job. It's like the difference between like if you went skateboarding versus a professional skateboarder went skateboarding. How they tied their shoes or laced their shoes matters.
What are the odds of the chick who made it?
No, somebody said it was Chalk Llamas in here.
I think she's in front of the camera person.
Yeah.
You think?
I think so. That's
Is this the shirt you had to wear?
what's a Chalk Llamas?
That's his Instagram handle, I think. Let me look.
Anyway, I don't think it. I think that's just like just kind of a miss on leadership. Like there has to be a. I mean, it's just not needed. It's complete. You made it worse.
This TikTok that the CrossFit.
You made it worse. Oh, it's a meme account. Well, there you go. Yeah, I could see a meme guy doing that. Holy shit, that's a huge account.
What is a Chalk Llamas?
They're targeting the younger kids.
Yeah, I hear that's where the money is in CrossFit.
Okay, so that's not needed, guys. So just so you know, next week don't do any of that stuff. Super fucking amazing fucking human being with a body that they work incessantly on to fucking perform and compete, and absolutely stunning and beautiful woman. No need to write speed and a handshake emoji and never use the fire emoji. All of us know that whenever we see 12,000 fire emojis, that those are bots or perverts. That's who uses fire emoji.
And it's just like you can use the exact same thing on both platforms. Just remove the crap on the Instagram post.
Yeah. Okay.
You leave it on TikTok. That's fine.
There was an event there called the
Corey Beth shit. By the way,
there was an event there called the Snatch Ladder.
Yeah.
And at the end of one of the snatch ladders, At the very end, they were racing. Fikowski and Colton Mertens came to the last bar at the same time. And Colton had gotten a couple no reps, and he got a no rep, and he had missed a lift on one of the bars. So he's a little bit behind Fikowski, maybe.
Okay.
And as they approached the last bar, Colton Mertens did something that was the loudest moment in the venue there. He touch and go'd the last bar. I don't know how many snatches it ended up being. What's 10 plus 8, 18 plus
30,
6,
30.
20, 30 snatches, right? 30 snatches for time. That's what it was, the workout. And the bars got heavier as you went down. So all 30 snatches weren't the same weight. And you got to the last bar, and I want to say it was 265.
Correct.
Yes.
Which is a heavy snatch. I mean, that was a PR for Tetlow. And he touch and go'd the snatch. For those of you who don't know, that's like you snatch the bar, then you lower it, and then without taking your hands off it, you immediately come back up and do it again. And the fucking stadium went crazy because, one, no one knew if that was even possible, and two, it's a huge risk. It's a huge risk. And it was a crazy, ugly lift that Colton did.
There's like a handful of dudes, and 4 or 5 of them have tried and all failed as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And what was even crazier about it, it looked very awkward, except when he got it past his waist. Like the first part was horrible, and then he fucking pulled his shit together. I got a great interview with him afterwards. Mike Halpin. Julia Hannaford and Oceana also touch and go last bar, made it look easy.
Didn't know that.
Sevon couldn't pick it up off a balance bag of groceries. Colton did it with 265. I'm gonna touch and go 95 pounds today.
Groceries.
Anyway, Guy muscle snatches 265 for 2. Listen, he will not be able to do it for rep 29 and 30. Guy will not be able to do that.
He won't, and you also can't muscle snatch it because they have to be squat snatches.
Oh, they do?
Yes.
I think I saw people snatch who didn't go below parallel. Do you have to snatch? Do you have to go below parallel in a squat snatch?
Name them.
I just remember seeing snatches, and I'm like, oh, I guess they don't have to be squat snatches.
They have to be squat snatches.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Anyway, now play this clip. So remember, that's the most important part. The most important part is that you touch and go. That's the most important part. Now watch this. This is a post by West Coast Classic. This is the most important part. Beautifully shot, by the way. One. They put a fucking cut in there. It completely takes away from the fact that he did 2 in a row. Why? Like, the only people who know that it was a touch and go are the people who were there or who watched it knowing he did that ahead of time. Like, no one who's going to see that. Say that again?
Paragraph long fucking diatribe.
Oh yeah, that's a mess too. That thing's a mess too. The writing's a mess. But listen, do not put a fucking cut in there. If you want to show a different angle, show it twice. Let him lift it twice right there. Do not cut away. We now have no proof. You couldn't submit that.
It's not viable for an open workout.
Here's what happened. It was someone who doesn't really understand the sport and the nature of what Colton did and the impact of what it means that he did 2 in a row, but was just excited because they had 2 different angles and wanted to just make it valuable and put the cut in there.
Mm-hmm.
You do not put a fucking cut in there.
Do you think it would have been fine if they would have just put the touch and go from the front and then the touch and go from the back?
Sure, totally. Or do it once from the front and then do like a little, I don't know, say rewind, show it backwards real quick, and then show it forward again with the cut.
Yeah.
But we have to see him do it without the fucking cut. I like the long description and the quotes. Yeah. Oh, let me read the description to you. I wouldn't mind it either if I understood it. Grip it and rip it. Shouldn't be written there. Only 2 things stood between Colton Mertens and the Event 5 finish line. That's how about just How about just Colton Merton in his last 2 lifts? I don't need it. Like a 265-pound barbell and 2 squat snatches. Like that needs to be said way smoother. Only one thing stood between him and the event win. Jesus criminy, dude. How about just last 2 lifts, Fikowski and Colton Mertens were neck and neck. Colton handles his business by doing touch and go. And then write the quote. I knew once Fikowski picked up the bar before me, I probably wasn't going to beat him, said Mertens. Colin urines.
Oh, Colin Mertens.
Urinating colon. Said urinating colon. Adding, unless I go touch and go. Fikowski released his barbell and Mertens made his move. On the way down, I decided to go for it.
Look at this. I think all of these are written to post to Facebook. Yeah. So it's made for TikTok and Facebook, and it performs the best on Instagram. Fucking madness.
That by the way, that is the highest. Yeah, I like the quote too, Halpin. I love the quote. I like the quote too. But I never like the only reason why I read all of that is because I watched the video and I saw it was fucked up. Like it's just someone who's. I get them wanting to do it, but then someone who's like been there for 10 years or who understands sports or understands the implications of the lift or what's important for people to see would be like, hey, great cut. Use it somewhere else. We need to see it touch and go uninterrupted. Like that's why the crowd went crazy. I don't care. I know you're excited that you had a back angle. I know totally exactly how that worked. You were editing. You're like, oh my God, I got a fucking great shot of that. And then the person behind you is like, and someone's like, dude, I got it from the back. You want to cut them together? Yeah, dude.
Bro, I got it from the sky.
Fire it up on Final Cut. Fire up Final Cut Pro. I'll do a quick edit. It's like, dude, this isn't filmmaking. This is sports covering sports.
Bro, I got a shot from his butthole. How'd you get that? Don't worry about it, but I got the shot. Put it in there. Fuck.
Yeah. You want to do something? You want to do something cool? You have to edit. You have to earn your money. On his second touch and go, slow it down for a second, so we can see how wobbly the bar is.
Yeah. I think Tia taught him that. He's been it proven, and he heard somewhere that it's easier if you bounce one side off the ground early. So that's the only reason he was able to hit it, because of his time spent at proven. He owes the entire event win to Tia.
Okay.
Proven's trying to cover up the bar thing.
Look at there's another one that's fucking mind-boggling. Look at the Instagram clip of this one I can't even explain to you. This one's called what's the one where it just shows it just shows him lifting twice. Where's that one?
Proven. I got it. It's up.
Oh, okay, look at this shit. This one's really weird. Here we go. Watch this. Snatch 1. That person's in the stands.
Cut.
And then snatch 1 again.
With no weight. You don't even know what's on there.
Yeah.
And I understand maybe they framed it, but I mean that's I think that's the first lift twice, by the way.
It is.
Because you don't even see the bar wobble.
Oh, let's see. Can we see?
You're telling me that no one at Proven could get him? Do you know that there were so many? There were
no. This is a later bar. Look at the bar in the background.
No, but it's the same lift twice.
No, it's not.
Yeah, watch when it comes off the ground. It's not all wonky. Go ahead.
It's not the same lift twice.
Well, that makes it even worse.
Look, see, there's no chalk bucket behind him in that lane to the right, behind his left foot. There's no chalk bucket, and also, the barbell that's behind him is the 225 bar, and he's currently snatching 205. So, see how there's no chalk bucket there? And also, you see the 225 bar behind him.
So, what are you saying?
Which means that's either 245
or 2 separate lifts.
2 separate, yeah. Okay.
At 2 different weights.
Either way, my point is that, like, that's a miss.
Well,
like, why doesn't Proven show his touch and go? That's the whole thing.
Because they're too busy teaching them how to do this.
Katie Gannon. Oh, that's interesting. I write the captions to give historical context for anyone reading it years later. It's good feedback, though. Oh, that's good. I like that.
You don't remember this?
No. Is that Brooke Wells on the
Yeah. Back when she was a
Tia has narrow butt like Gazan, right? Like
Yeah.
they have narrow a narrow butt. I wonder if that means that Gazan's the next Tia Toomey.
See, I'm telling you, dude. They taught him how to do that.
The side bounce.
Yeah, we don't believe in coincidences. Colton's never done that. Spends a year at Proven, does that.
Yeah, wow. Hashtag go train at Proven. Patrick Clark, here's a fun fact. 14% of the game's qualifiers so far are HWPO athletes. That one is for Taylor. 82% of the people driving around Santa Cruz are stoned.
14%. What?
That's just a fun fact, too. Review the one I just posted on the podcast account and tell me if the cut is okay.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Is that true, Patrick? How do you know that? And also, like, how long have they been there? It doesn't count if they've only been there for 6 months.
Will, you should look at if you want to put something together cool too. The Tetlow snatch with the post interview might be really good because I got a great interview from him. Okay, can we go to the 7 podcast and see how we do it?
That's what this is right now.
Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. God, this is a horrible start. All the moments, all weekend long, behind the scenes coming soon. Oh, shot by Will Brandstetter. This is even shot by you and edited by you. Self-serving motherfucker. Okay, here we go. Not fair. What the fuck is that? Please tell me that's because Caleb's fucking Instagram is stuttering. Please tell me. Please tell me. I need to. What the fuck, dude? Oh my god. Oh my god. We suck. Hold on. Small team. Let me see this fucking mess. I don't see it on the 7 podcast. Which one is it? Upper left?
First one.
Okay, let me see. Okay. 1. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, fine. Fuck it. West Coast Classic and Proven you're awesome. Jesus Christ, Will. God. Fucking A.
Holy shit.
My god.
The caption was short. At least.
Okay, oh my god, dude. Well, at least I don't have to worry about anyone stealing you, Will.
Nobody will have
For fuck's sake. Oh my god. Oh my god. Katie Gannon, laugh out loud with a lot of L's. She probably really did like like when you write to someone, I really did laugh out loud instead of LOL.
Yeah. That's
laugh out loud, eat it.
That's because you're 50, dude.
That's why I have to write that out.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's also why you don't use fire emojis.
Content is hard. My dick is hard.
That was magnificent. That couldn't have been any better.
Oh my god.
so fucking good.
We were on a roll, dude. I was on my high horse and someone just fucking knocked me off. I landed on my back. I think I'd knocked out a filling. Slick edit, dude. Jesus Christ. What did you just let AI put that together, Will?
Oh shit.
It's not even his wife.
It's like if Emerald, the guy, the BAM guy who on the Food Network, BAM, he's the best cook ever, best chef ever, and he's on an interview and in the background his house is on fire because he left the stove on. Oh no. BAM. My house is
Someone wrote my favorite part of the weekend. Thanks for not too bad we didn't show it to you. I feel like writing that. Oh my god.
On your own post?
Listen, dude, Will, I'm right there. You can see me in the shot. Use my fucking shot of the double God damn it, Will.
No, dude. He used a 360 cam.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah, it looks like it. It's got that fisheye look.
It's actually impressive how far in it could crop on Colton, the 360 cam.
Yeah, it actually doesn't.
He might have been shooting 8K.
No, dude, you got the 4K version.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Will, which one is it? I got the most expensive one.
I love this.
Yeah, but you got it a month ago, so you got the 4K one.
Oh, Jesus.
8K just came out yesterday.
That's what Rios was telling me, at least.
No, that's the 8K one.
All right. Rios is a liar.
I'm looking right now. I'm going to my Amazon purchases.
Is it the X3 or the X4?
Let me see. Camera. Oh, I must have got it on B&H. Oh, X4.
Oh, that's the 8K one.
Waterproof 8K 360 camera.
Shit.
Read the caption. Jesus, now Katie's gonna fucking really ass pound us.
Ortega, it is 8K.
Jesus. Oh my God.
At least that's what they say.
I'm feeling I'm getting tingles in my head because I'm so insecure right now. All the moments all weekend long. Oh fuck.
What? Oh no.
Meaning she's like read it now. Like she's ripping on. But not only is she saying that it's edited poorly, but the caption's horrible.
You know, it'd be cool on that camera if like it was split into 2 layers and it was like layer 1, layer 2, and layer 1 was Colton doing some shit up top, and layer 2 underneath was the fans behind him. Is that Will? Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Will. Will, what were you thinking? What was the point of that? Just like you just had AI put that together?
Yeah, for sure. Here's the full breakdown. I was like,
okay.
I wanted to play around with the 360 footage, so
Yeah.
I figured out to get a plugin for Premiere this morning, ingested it, and I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting. I'll just try out this Colton clip.
Yeah.
Then I'm recording 360 above my head, so you can spin it around, you can see all the audience reaction. And then I'm filming with my camera here below, and you can see in the shot everyone's walking by, broadcast, someone with the camera.
Yeah.
So there's no unedited of. Actually, you have a great shot of Colton. It's just too tight. It'll be great in the behind the scenes. Too tight for Instagram, but it's perfect. And so I was like, oh, I'll just put something together. I want to play around with the 360 footage, and then I thought it would be funny if it was cut, because I knew this was coming.
Yeah. You did not know this was coming. You did not.
I did. I sent you that clip last night. The one you.
So you heard me going off last night?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! I wish you could have fucking told me, hey, just so you know, don't go too hard on Katie because I'm gonna give her ammo to fucking rape you.
Oh, perfect.
My God.
That's so good.
That's all.
I totally believe he did it on purpose.
Agreed.
Hey, and you know what he explained? He did it for the exact reason that I was accusing the other people of doing it. He fired up. He just wanted to edit some shit together. He's like, oh, I just want to cut some shit.
We need to use this moment.
We got to have this moment in. But they're on the floor, so they don't have people in the way, so no excuse.
No excuses.
Anyways, that's it.
Is your room the same color, ceiling and wall? That's crazy. It's all black.
Yeah.
You painted your room black?
Yeah.
There's got to be
something else to say about that?
There's got to be some clinical diagnosis for that. We should Google why would you paint your room black?
Entirely the ceiling.
Simulation otherwise. He's got the tism.
I'm gonna paint this entire room blue. The whole thing.
Oh my God.
Anyways, that's it. Thanks for
Thank you. On behalf of everyone at the Sevon Podcast, I apologize to everyone at HQ for our edits.
I want to apologize too.
And
absolutely nobody.
Apologize to the West Coast Classic. I want to apologize to Chalky Yami.
Chalk Llama.
Yeah. Disregard everything I said. Jesus. All right. Thank you, Will. You're a good dude. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Phew. God damn.
We got to have on the send Katie a link and the dude from HWPO. See what they have to say about it.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah, we actually knew.
My butthole's already stretched out. Jesus Christ.
What? Hey.
Okay, I think the show's over. I can't take anymore. That was horrible.
Not over.
I need to go lick my wounds. Our guy went to Fukovsky. You know that's how you really pronounce his name?
Hey. What the fuck is this all about?
Hold on, let me read this and then
All
you can read. Our guy went to Fikowski for his last rep, but we had a backup on Colton. The shot was too tight to make the whole clip. Curious what you guys would have done. I'd have run over. This is what I would have done. I'd have been like, hey, Sevon, we need that fucking clip right now or we're kicking you off the floor.
That's what that comment said earlier. There was two separate shots.
Yeah, but she's saying they did that because they had a the guy who was filming Colton didn't after Colton got his first rep, he panned over to Fikowski, not expecting the touch and go.
Idiot.
And I kind of get that.
That's what. Someone said it in the comments. There's two separate clips.
But Katie, there were fucking so many people on the floor. I've never been to an event with so many people on the floor. How it can't just be. There's no fucking way one of your photographers didn't get the or one of the video guys didn't get the touch and go. I know I got it. I think I got it with pretty shallow depth of field and 2 ND filters on too. I think I got it sick. And I had that Sony 90 mil on. I think it's going to be so fucking crisp in 4K. It's going to be crazy. Except I can't see my screen, so I don't, because my eyes are so fucked up. So I just have to hope it's in focus. Okay, what,
dude? No.
Those were CrossFit peeps. I know. Can't you just tell those fuckers, hey, give me your footage? I had two CF Express cards in my camera. I would have easily just given it to you. You guys could have just been like, here. Dude, there were two, by the way, there was 15 people on the field of play. At least, photographers and videographers, maybe 20. And it was only the same 2 dudes who kept walking in front of my shots.
Who was it?
I don't want to say.
Damn.
But everyone's pretty fucking considerate down there.
Helping. You're right about this. I would say that he owes it all to CrossFit. If Tyson Bagent gets traded to the Patriots and wins a couple of games, no one's going to say, yeah, but the Bears should get the credit here. He's only been on the Patriots for a couple of weeks. That's in relation to what I was saying about proven.
Oh, if Tyson Bagent gets wins a game, no one is saying, yeah, but the Bears should get
Yeah. No, and no one ever says anyone about the camps getting the credit.
There's no chance of him going to the Patriots, though, is there?
I think it's just an example.
Thank you, Dex. I appreciate that. 2 terabyte CF Express cards, the 1920s.
Jesus Lord.
Yeah, dude, those are expensive as hell.
Yeah, maybe more than the camera. Oh, Brandon Waddell. Look at you. Wait, here.
Yeah, I can't wait for Justin Fields to absolutely tear it up on the Steelers, by the way. Because the Bears ruined him, like every moron in the city was to say.
Bone Media, Ortega was the one walking in front of your shot. No, it definitely was not Ortega.
Bone just throwing people under the bus.
But since there's only 2 boys on the entire fucking media team, you can figure out who they were. They were boys. Everyone else down there had a vagina. There were 2 penises and 37 vaginas. We pull up Haley's post yet. Who's Haley?
Adams.
Oh.
Haley Adams?
Yeah.
She looks jacked.
Shredded.
She's coming in hot.
Shred City, baby.
I wonder who took that. I wonder if Josh took that.
I bet you that was a tripod.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, she looks good. She said she cut out all processed foods maybe a month before quarterfinals.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Cursed at her in the comments. What's up?
Where's Olivia? Serious?
Let's go, Haley.
Oh, there. Oh.
Not our comments.
Oh. Man, her hair looks awesome too. And her neck.
She looks great.
Yeah. I don't like that back knee locked out like that.
I wish I could lock my back knee out like that.
I wish I could lock out either of my knees.
What the? Really?
I can't.
I was watching. So when everyone was talking about Laura Horvath and her new Adidas shoes, I was too busy looking at her ability to change the weights on her barbell with her knees completely locked out.
And just folded over.
Yeah, she was changing the weights bent over, and her knees are just extended, and she's just bent over. And I'm like, damn, whenever I bend over, there's a slight bend in my knee. And then you ever tried to like bend over and touch your toes with your knees locked out? It's like, how far do you get? It's like completely locked out. It's like Laura's just changing weights like this comfortably. I got this crazy stretch in my calves.
Can you do that if you're loose? If you're warmed up?
It's a flexibility thing. No, I cannot. I kind of always do an RDL when I bend over.
I can do it.
A slight bend in the knee, a load in the hamstrings.
Oh, I felt that in my hammies though.
And now I'm thinking that it's something that these elite people have. Crazy flexibility back there.
I can bend over with locked out knees and grab my ankles, no problem.
Spent a lot of time there. You're probably good at it.
Great at it. Daniel Garrity, Sebi bends the knees to TDC a lot.
Knee pads.
My knees only hurt once this weekend. I was only on my knees too long once this weekend. And then I was like, you know what? I'm not going to sit like that anymore. All right. I think that's it.
I wonder how quickly I'd be able to find that thing of Laura of just like changing weights. Probably not that quick.
Hey, you think this guy's on? Let me ask you this. Do you think this guy in the upper left-hand corner is on testosterone?
Yes. Yeah.
How about the guy in the middle picture?
What? No. Wait, Gee? Yeah.
No.
Sam, dancer.
Sam's answer.
Gee, yeah. Sam? Damn, he looks good. Did you see the post I put up? The Liver King is absolutely crushing it out there.
He is?
Yes.
I was panning over the stadium. It's like the Liver King is absolutely crushing it. And then I zoom in on Sam doing muscle ups because he's the most jacked, most tan looking dude out there. He reposted it. I think he liked it.
Sam has certainly dabbled over the years. You can't you can't dabble though, right? Once
you can dabble.
Oh, you can? Okay.
You can absolutely dabble. I mean, Ricky's clean now. He dabbled. Right?
Yeah. I guess. I don't know. Jesus, Will sent that clip to us in our thread.
Yeah.
And wrote 360 camera is crazy. Yeah, but your edit is fucking crazy.
Ready? Here's Laura Horvath changing the weights of their knees just completely locked out. And they're looking at her shoes. Look at that. Look, she's just like changing weights, no problem. Knees just locked out. That's not how I change weights.
Hell no.
It was cool meeting you guys this weekend, says Omar and Carson. My 10-year-old daughter said Alexis is the prettiest girl she's ever met.
That's what I said.
Oh, so cute.
That's cool.
I think there's a strong argument for that she's the prettiest girl anyone's met.
She's crazy. That's her uniqueness, right? She's crazy looking. She sticks out like a sore thumb in a good way.
Okay. Thank you, Andrew, for coming on this morning.
Thank you.
I have nothing. I have no idea what I'm doing with my life. There's no one scheduled. There's nothing. It's just nothing.
Like this.
Damn, Caleb, we're in the last minute of the show, and finally your camera's just killing it. Your internet's killing it.
Fucking retarded. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Did you get Elon Musk internet yet?
No, I might.
Oh, you talked to Nick for 5 minutes, not knowing it was Nick.
I thought it was Jeffrey Birchfield.
Jeffrey Birchfield's a hick, and fucking Nick is a fucking vato.
The only time I've ever spoken to Nick was one
He's
time we were leading up to Fit Wars like a year and a half ago. And until you connect who you are with your name on the internet, I got no idea.
Dude, he's a full-blown cholo, and fucking Birchfield looks like he fell out of fucking like Beverly
Cow farm.
Hillbillies.
And you know how I know who Jeffrey Birchfield is? I watched his video on the Nopin submissions. I'm like, oh, hey, that's Jeff Birchfield.
Christ, I feel
So
better.
I have these like tidbits in my head of people I've seen. I'm like, hair, beard, little bigger dude. Like, this is Jeffrey Birchfield. Like, no, this is Nick. I'm like, Wad Zombie.
By the way,
It was
Nick,
in the middle of his work day when I talked to him on a FaceTime call. Yeah, so
I will say this: when I saw Nick, by the way, Nick, you look great, by the way, and when I saw you, it took me about 3 seconds to register. It did take me a second.
Oh, it took me 3 seconds for it to register.
Not 5 minutes. 4 minutes and 57 seconds faster than Hiller. All right.
It took me 3 seconds. I'm
3
set
seconds.
on
It only took Sevan 3 seconds. That's why I like you more than Andrew.
I'm on a peptide for my cognitive function.
Oh shit!
Neurons firing.
Hey, I bet you Hiller will end up getting a soundboard soon. And he'll make a video, something creative where it's like multiple people talking. He'll have to one up me. There'll be like 3 voices. He'll have like his voice and then 2 other buttons for different voices.
I need to just become a voice actor and change my own voice.
Yeah.
What's the difference between Hiller and a box?
There were no vatos there. CrossFit's the whitest fucking event in the world. There were no vatos there.
There were some vatos there. And cholos. Vatos, cholos. Tell us how you feel.
Where Katrin had finished on the leaderboard this weekend. That's interesting. Is she even in this? Is she in the West? Would she have been in the West? I think she was last year.
Does she live in Idaho still?
Katrin would have gotten pounded this weekend.
She probably did get pounded this weekend.
What do you mean? Spinal
I mean-
surgery? Like
No, just like laying around with her dude.
oh. Probably. Damn, I never really thought about that, but you know she wouldn't have done well on the snatch relative to the field. She
I don't-
would have been okay on the final. Okay is not great. The run she would have been okay on.
John, I need to ask John if we're doing a show tonight. John,
Rope climb.
are we doing a
She got
show?
destroyed on the front squat. And then the handstand walk, she would have had a chance. She would have been like at best Spiegel territory.
Did Taylor choose a time for Kill Taylor?
No, not yet.
Oh.
He ignored the shit out of you.
Sure did.
She won the snatch 6 years ago, the spike.
I think it's cool Don Fall brought his family to the event. I normally don't like workers bringing their families to the event.
Is he a worker?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like he's there to shake hands with the affiliates and kiss babies and like shit like that. But I do think it's cool he brought his wife and his kids to this event.
I don't think it's not cool. Yeah, I think it's cool.
Yeah. That we are coming out, Matuthian is coming out with another product, SARMs.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say a new flavor of tooth powder, and then I'm like, what, chocolate or
Hey,
pistachio flavored?
how do you think Jake would have done in the house?
Fine.
Yeah, he'd have done fine.
Yeah. Did he ask? How many people asked to come to the house?
If you were given MVP for the house, who would you give it to?
Probably Bryson.
Yeah, me too. I wish I would have written that down. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Bryson for sure.
What a fucking cool dude. I was not that cool at his age.
How old is he? 25, 26?
I'd have just been in there just drunk the whole time. My favorite's one, he's like, I don't know how to cook steaks, but I'll cook them. And he took his shirt off. He's
And
just
then I looked
standing there
over
in
it and I go,
boxer.
dude,
It's just-
shirtless, pan-fried steaks? Are you kidding? Are you crazy?
Oh, shit. Scheduled rundown next few days. Also, have Hiller's Knoxville odds changed since 1 a.m. last night?
Yeah, they've decreased to 0. I'm not going.
It could change again, dude. Listen, you guys, keep the dream alive. I think he's gonna go.
No, he's not.
Have you made plan? Let me ask you this.
I've already made the text messages that would concrete that. I'm not going.
No, I don't believe you. Listen, do you have plans for Friday?
Yes.
What?
I have people that I'm training now in town.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
I have solidified the I'm not going to.
Shit. All right. Yeah, and he takes his coaching pretty seriously.
Yeah.
I like it when I'm on the phone with you and you're like, "Okay, my client's here," and then you just hang up. Like we're in the middle of a conversation. I always love that. I'm like, I love that. And I keep a little tally of how many times in an hour I can hang up on you. Like I like to keep some in the bank.
Yeah, like a notepad for it.
Yeah.
Phone.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, he's 3 up on me. Now I can hang up on him 3 times without damaging the friendship.
I wonder that I think you're always on the phone. For some reason, I imagine you as always on the phone.
I think that's fair.
So I like if you call me, I'm like, who do you just get off the phone with? And then when we hang up, I'm like, I wonder who's gonna call next.
Hey, that's solid.
Yeah,
that's solid.
I don't know. I just how I feel about it.
I wasn't going. Kenneth Lap, if you aren't going, I wasn't going until I saw fucking Will's clip edit.
Christian Kettler, no, sorry.
Hey, I will. It is good for me that Andrew's not going though, because I don't think John Young's going either. So I'll probably try to pull John and Hiller and whoever else isn't going in our group, Pedro, whatever, to do shows, pre and post shows. We'll get a whole bunch of shit scheduled. Sousa's going. I think they are going to do a live broadcast from the house every day. I know they're doing a live broadcast from the venue in the morning. God, you don't hear this very often, but Will belongs in front of the camera. You know, usually it's like, hey, you belong behind the camera. Will belongs in front of the camera.
He sure does.
Dang. Oh, I'm sorry. Ain't that? Oh, damn. Bill and I are fighting.
Don't worry. Seb on the behind the scenes is in good hand. Lots of cuts.
Yes. Action.
I could see Will being like, well, the most successful films in the world have a cut every 1.5 seconds. So we're going to make it every half a second. We're going to show them.
I have heard that it went from like 8 seconds to 3 seconds recently. Your microphone's the only thing in view right now. Focus.
How about now?
It's better.
All right, guys. Thank you. Caleb, thank you. Andrew Hiller from HillerFit, thank you. Caleb from the Shadican, thank you. We'll see you guys later on tonight, I think. I'll rally the troops. We'll look at the events, of course, and the athletes who are going to the East. Who else goes this weekend? Oceania?
Brazil.
Oh, then we probably will only look at
Thingy Mahero show.
Yeah. All right. Yes, Lupe, peace and love. Love you guys. Bye-bye.